You are very, very beautiful. You are extremely beautiful. Said by Citizen Kane with Orson Welles' help. And you cannot get angry with a gentleman who gives you compliments. Even slightly suggested compliments. Perhaps, especially so, was said by Elizabeth Peters in the Hippopotamus Pool. And Abraham Lincoln said, we all enjoy compliments. And I think he's right, except there's a slight percentage of ardent feminists who won't accept a compliment from a man, and a few people like Norman Mailer, who said, I don't like compliments, because they're never good enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is to talk to you, Toastmasters, most welcome guests, about compliments and why they're important and why we should do more. And I'm going to have a few good examples, and I might even include a few egregious examples, if I pronounce that properly, just to show us what not to do. I think times have changed. Perhaps it's me. Perhaps I'm getting older. I don't hear enough no's from you lot. I can remember the time when we had time for each other, when we were polite, when we passed gentle little compliments. And it's not just here, it's overseas. When I used to go to Germany, it would be danke and dankeschön. When you're in Holland, you say alsjeblieft and bedankt. In France, voilà and merci. And now you go there, is silence as you pass things to and fro. And we go around homes and we see families looking at screens rather than talking to each other. We hear stories of the elderly, lonely, whose only friend is a television set. What I want you to do is to talk to people, to pay them compliments, to make an impact on them. And if you can say something to them, you can see the reaction, you can hear the reaction, you can feel the reaction here when you pay them compliments. Now, you are a very special audience, because you're Toastmasters. And what you're trying to do is to give commends, recommends, and encourage us. And those, and then clap. And those are all encouragement, make us feel better, which is the purpose of compliments. Now, I would like to talk about examples of compliments and why you should do it. Because if you do give people compliments, two people are made happy. You, by giving them, you feel good, and them. But it can go wrong. It can go wrong if you turn that compliment down. So, before we get to that, what should we say when we receive a compliment? You all know how to. The very best thing to say is thank you. A simple thank you. And maybe later on to say something like a little compliment back, but not immediately. Now, if somebody comes to your house and says, what a lovely house, you don't say something like, but we get flooded twice a year. That's deflecting that compliment. That's sending it somewhere else. And the person who gave the compliment doesn't feel good, and you don't go for the compliment, and the atmosphere goes down. Now, another thing I should warn you all, as I encourage you to give more compliments, is if you're not used to it, as I'm not very good at compliments. If I say to my wife, Christine, you look nice tonight, dear, she says, what are you after? You can see it happening, guys. No, we men are not so good as you ladies are at giving compliments. You know how to get your way with us men. You say, you're so clever, you're so strong. You know how to do it. You know, you appeal to masculinity, whatever, you get your way. And also, you'll pay compliments to each other, which we men don't do so often. But you have to be careful not to do a backhanded type compliment. It takes a brave woman to look this way, to wear a dress like that. And men, what I would say to you is to, when you talk to each other, talk about work and hobbies. And when you talk to girls, be a bit vague. But you can be adventurous. You can say, what lovely lovely red shoes. And if you get that kickback, are you hitting on me type of approach, you can say, I'm an artist. You reframe it, you redirect it. I'm an artist. I'm interested in colours. Now what I would like you to do is to talk to each other and just to give each other a compliment. And a simple compliment which was answered by a thank you. So can we quickly do that? Give one another a compliment and just say thank you back. Stop. You're having too much fun. You're having too much fun. Okay, we'll have to do some more in the break afterwards. Thank you very much for participating. You're a very good audience. Now, I'd just like you to give me a little bit of feedback, more than those slips. Who liked receiving compliments? Who would like to receive more? All you have to do is give more. So, what I want you to do is give lots of compliments so it spreads out wider and wider and wider, and everybody feels in better. Because compliments are so powerful, we all benefit them. You can make a better place, world a better place by giving more compliments. Thank you. You've been a wonderful, lovely, responsible